Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World Unity on the Radio Man 03, and it's awesome to have you along. No, Rising World is not ready yet, but, they've got the playable experimental version of it that we can, take a look at and try out and see what we think. So I came in here to kind of fiddle around with things to see where is Rising World at the moment. And it's not too shabby. We don't have a world yet. We have this world right here, the same one that we've had ever since they kind of launched the experimental version of, hey, go in there and try things out and see what you think. And it's beautiful. So I thought I'd come in here and see, okay, what can I do just for the heck of it? So I started digging a hole. So I've dug a hole down into here. I've got stairs in it. I got a nice floor put in. We have our forge and all that good stuff. I made the basic workstations. There's one other. There's the next workbench that's available in here. What is it? Workbenches, the modern workbench. I just need 128 iron plates in order to do that. So anyways, I came in here just to see what's it like. So I've got kind of a mine area established in here, and I want to know if you guys, as you know, I'm moving, and I'm going to be able to focus a lot more attention on the channel and creating content, and I thought Rising World might be a fun one to kind of come back to and just kind of kick back and relax in this world and build a little something around here just to kind of practice the building mechanics of the game and see how different things are working in the game. Are the weapons working properly? The doors work fantastic. Using the building mechanics as I played, they were all coming back to me, so I was remembering quite well how it all worked. But, we've got our workbenches in here. Do I have anything else in here? No, this is just, okay, up and down, gotcha, build. So we've got lots of different block choices now, again, to go back into, and it's kind of interesting, because some of them, like this one requires just the workbench, but then some of these, when you get down in here, it'll say it needs a different kind of a bench in order to make it, although this is all so far work. There we go. There's a modern workbench is what it requires down here. So it looks like maybe there's a workbench. Modern workbench. Anyways, down the bottom parts of the stone here, it looks like it's where it turns to modern workbench. And then you've got brick and stuff too, and that also looks like it's, well, that's workbench there. That's modern workbench, but you can see the workbench changes. Not everything is implemented in the game, but Red 51 from GIW Games has said that they expect the game to be out at the end of 2022. I don't know if it's going to be the full game, but a large chunk of the game that we're going to be able to jump back in and enjoy again. So I thought, well, why not come in here and give this a whirl? So it'd be nice to get the modern workbench up and running. I kind of start with just what we have right here, because there's no food and water in the game. There's no stamina in the game. None of that stuff is here. But all these building blocks are here, and they look really fantastic. And it looks to me like the modern workbench is the place to go, for sure. You can see, though, there's a lot of different blocks now available to us to choose from in here. I like the metal blocks. They're very nice. Got some nice choices in here. Luminous. This was an interesting one. I'm not quite sure what that is, but we'll see. I haven't even looked into it yet. The leaded glass and stuff like that, the milk glass, I made some of this with the regular workbench again, but some of it did require the modern workbench in order to do that. We got roofing tiles, fabric, miscellaneous stuff down here, furnishings. We'd go through and make all of these and see if they look right. Do they look good? Or do we like what, do we like them? You saw the candles downstairs. There's the wall torches. I've been making these guys down there. I've not made a brazier or anything like that, but we could craft a brazier. Let's do that. I've been going out and getting the materials in order to do the building, just to kind of experience the digging and the hammering and all that stuff. The rake, I've got the axe, the pickaxe, the wood rake, I've got the sledgehammer, sickle, and the scythe. I've made all of those. I've not really played with the paint roller again, and of course you need the modern bench for these guys right down here. Weapons, not fooling around with that at all, because weapons don't really matter, but it would be nice to kind of make some of these things just to see how they look and how they work, and are they good. Like the bottles, we've seen these before in the past little snapshot videos I've done when they've had some updates, but the bottles are there. Medical, we've got a few things there. Clothing, nothing there. Electricity, no. Vehicles, no. Miscellaneous, of all things, a soccer ball and a soccer goal. But electricity, that might not be interesting to put up to see just if there's a mechanic for that and see how those, never mind, we'll see. Vehicles are coming. Electricity is coming, of course, clothing, farming, all of that stuff that we know and love about Rising World is going to be coming down the road. I've just been kind of playing with the blocks to see what I could do, like the circle doorway here. I thought that was kind of interesting just to do something a little bit different, sort of a hobbit hole in the ground here. I backed up stone along it. I don't quite have it perfect here, but, you know, I was just kind of slapping things together a little bit to just try things out and see what I thought. And it, like I said, it was starting to come back to me. But that's a nice little entryway, and then we've got the staircase, and I put the wood beams on the sides here. There's the sconce and what it looks like. The fire has got a very nice look to it, and of course, F turns that off, and then F will turn that right back on again. You can see how the light dims and brightens when this is going on. The forge, much better fire effect going on with that. It takes the ores several minutes to smelt down. When they do, there is a smelting sound effect that comes on, a gurgling of liquid metal. It lets you know that that has finished smelting, where before it didn't do that. You just had to kind of keep track of it. Some of the things you could do with the blocks is you could take a block and expand it as very large and very tiny. So I was fooling around with that over here too. I don't know if it represents it very well, but you know, instead of it being just a regular square block, I blew it up in size. You could do that with just about any block in your inventory. Do I have any blocks on me? I don't, except for the, well, let's see. I bet I've got some in here. There's some wood ones. Oh, we got the brazier, too. Let's put the brazier down someplace. I need some light over here. Let's go ahead and do that right there. Right-click, hit F. You don't have to feel it or anything like that, but there we go. So a little extra light down here for that. For the iron and the stone, I've just been going out and busting up the nodes and going around and looking for the nodes and stuff out here. They're all over the place. So that's where I've been getting like the iron. That seems to be the only ore that I have to pick up at the moment is iron. I'm kind of hoping this will make that gurgly sound so you guys can hear it. Over here on the anvil, there are, well, you've got the same kind of things over here. Tools, of course, certain things you want to make, you need the anvil for certain things that you want to make, like the tools and things of that nature. The furnaces work the same. You got the wood input right over here for fuel using lumber, so that works the same. If I were to continue this with you guys, and let me know in the comments if you're interested. We'll have some fun with Rising World a little bit, and then we'll swap it out for other new games that come along as also, because I don't know how long it'll take us to get through the stuff here, but it would be nice to maybe build a little something right above this right here. Maybe some kind of a small little house or something that goes back into the hillside. We could try something like that, and then just kind of play with the building mechanics and get creative with what is available at the moment on the experimental version, the test version of Rising World. It looks beautiful. We've talked about that. It really does look beautiful. It's nice. The grass doesn't do what it did before with the sickle and the scythe, so I don't know where we're at with that. And it's still being developed, but it cuts it all the way down to the very ground. The scythe and the sickle, they work really, really well. The grass blur is gone from me. I don't have that grass blur that was so distracting in the other version. The grass was much taller. It feels much better. I've not had any chuggy issues, crash issues, or any kind of issue at all so far playing the game. It's been very solid as far as an experimental branch goes. Anything else I wanted to really hit up for you guys? That's the bonfire right here. You can see that. I think most of it would be better off if we just kind of got into playing it a little bit and see. So let me know if you're interested in doing this. Do you want to do this now, or do you want to hold off until the game comes out and we take a look at it then? I feel like it might be kind of nice to just kind of experiment with, refresh our memories a bit about Rising World before the Unity version is completed and comes out. I know I'm keep going in and out, in and out. That's what I do. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. I would love to add this to the list of things that we're going to play on stream and post, and make this one of the maybe 3 hours of one of the days that we play together Monday through Friday. We spend 3 hours on that day doing some Rising World stuff and just have a really good time with Rising World. So let me know what you think about that. I'd appreciate it very, very much. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.